What's up, everybody? My name is Darren. I am a pro golfer, and I'm going to be honest, recently my wedges have been kind of
not good.
I had a little bit of an injury, and I couldn't make full swings for a little while, and in my experiences, the first thing that always goes is those feel shots, kind of that 60 to 130 yard, kind of those middle gapping numbers, like not the full swing wedge, but in the middle. You know what I mean, I think. At least I hope. So in this video, I'm going to show you what I do to dial in those wedge numbers and get back those feels. I'm going to do this on a Trackman, in a Trackman studio, and I know everyone doesn't have access to this, so I also have a option you can do on the range, or option I do on the range, to help dial in those wedges, and I'll explain it, but you'll have to hang around, talk about it later in the video. Also, stick around to see how my wedge game stacks up with like other pros. At the end of this, it gives me a score, like a handicap, so we can take that and judge it off of how other players are doing and just kind of see how I stack up. So stick around and find that out. But let's get over to the Trackman studio at Thunder Performance, so let's go. We made it to the Trackman studio at Thunder Performance. I really wish I could get from my house to here as quick as that was. But the power of editing gets me here quick. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to warm up, kind of get loosened up, get ready, and then I will show you the practice routine. So let's get it. So I'm all warmed up, ready to go. Let's talk about how I dial in the wedges. So with the Trackman, I like to set up a test. So I set up a test of 20 shots. First one you can see here is 98 yards, and it's going to give me 20 random numbers between 60 and 130 yards. And that is kind of the numbers for my 58 degree and my 52 degree. Kind of the range I'm looking to work on. Inside of 60 yards, I do it more visually, so I don't always get the number. I just try and look at where I'm trying to land it, so it doesn't help me as much since I don't have a target I can visually see. But these are the numbers I'm looking to work on. So 20 shots, trying to feel out the yardages, and it all goes by carry, so let's get after it. So the good thing too, it gives me a score. So I only got 57 points. It went 95 yards, but obviously it's way right. I think I have to hit it more left on the screen than that thing. If I can figure out how to aim left enough, we're gonna be in good shape. That was exactly the number that I needed, 94. Whoa. Whoa! Told you they weren't good. A little long. We're slowly getting there. Slowly getting the feels. Yeah. 75. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, we're 6 shots in. Let's talk about how I'm controlling yardages here. So one of the good ways that I see people do this is the clock system. Bryson DeChambeau does this a lot, and he thinks about his lead arm is the hour hand. So he goes 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11, and then he's got a number written down for how hard or how far he hits each club based on how far he takes it back. So that's how he does it. I do a version of that. I have a feeling for how far I have to go back for if I need to take 10 yards off of my stock number, or 20 yards, 30 yards, basically only do it down to 30. I don't think I could actually tell you how far the club goes back, but I have a good feeling for what it needs to be. By those numbers there, it looks like I need to work on this feeling. But that's just how I do it. I'm not super technical. I don't like being super technical, so this is just something that works for me. It's more feel based. But if you are very technical, that Bryson's way would be really good, where you're really focusing on a certain length you bring it back. Just kind of different people do it different ways. That's just how I do it. Normally it doesn't give me all these shots kind of in the same ballpark. Normally I have to switch clubs a lot more. You would think it would make it easier, but I need work, to say the least. When I was doing this a lot, this was way easier. Now that I had that little injury, getting a little tougher. All right, we're 12 shots in, 13 shots in. Let's talk about why I like doing this. And I enjoy this, and I find the most benefit in this because it randomizes your targets a lot, which means it helps you develop feel a lot more. Most people go to the range and there's a target out there at 60 yards. They hit 30 balls, probably not even 30. They hit like 10 balls in a row to 60 yards. They hit until they feel good about it. And then when they go to the golf course, they don't really have that feel anymore because they weren't able to hit ball after ball after ball after ball. But with this, it gets you to randomize it, so you're learning the different feels and learning different shots with different clubs kind of back to back to back. So it's not really ingraining that one feel. You're learning a lot more feels. And then when it comes to doing this on the range, if you don't have a simulator like this, what you can do is go to the range, find, hopefully there's like 3, 4, or 5 targets within kind of the wedge numbers you're looking for. Say 50, 60 to whatever your full gap wedge or pitch wedge is. Get a random generator on your phone, set a number to each one of those targets, and then just keep doing the random generator and go back and forth to different ones. So spin it, tells you to go to number 2, so you go to flag 2. Spin it again, tells you to go to 4. So on and so forth. That's going to get you to randomize it a lot more, really help you dial in that feel. It's going to be much better than if you just hit 10 balls to the first flag and then 10 balls to the next flag and then 10 balls to the next flag. You don't get as much feel development with the repetitive practice compared to if you do randomized practice. All right, let's finish strong. I did a 100-pointer. I did it to 2 feet. I said it once. .107, last ball. Let's get it. And on a good note. All right, so I finished the test. As you can see, I got a score of 76.3. Not amazing. Let's see what it gives me. I think behind it there's like a handicap and such. What? It didn't cooperate with me. It didn't cooperate with me. So I'm gonna try and do it one more time, make sure I don't lose the data. Give me 1 sec. I'll just do it real quickly off camera, so it's gonna seem really quickly, and I'll give you the numbers. Okay, I finished. Let's see if I can't mess it up again. So we finished up. As you can see, I did a little better this time. So they got 81.5 is my score. I was averaging 16 feet from the hole. They hit 20 shots. There's a report somewhere. Let me find it. So I couldn't find the report again. If I do figure it out, I'll put it up on the screen. But as you saw on the screen, it shows me kind of like a handicap on a bar that I will put up. It shows me I was just above 0, somewhere between 0 and 5. So basically, I am losing shots with a wedge right now to a 0 handicap. So we're going to keep working on this, improve the wedge game. But again, this is a good way to work on your wedge game. Whether you can do it on a simulator, it's nice to do it on a simulator because it gives you exact numbers, or just go out to your range, pick those 3 to 5 targets, and bounce around like I talked about. But doing this will definitely help you improve your wedges, and when you can wedge them closer, making more birdies, a lot easier. That's all I got for you today. If you like the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. and I will see you in the next one. Thanks again to Thunder Performance for letting me use their simulator and get all dialed in. All their links are down below, so check them out. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.